4.5 WOKV. Our top story. Police are searching for a suspect who sexually assaulted a UNF student in her dorm room. Campus police tell us the two agreed to meet at the Osprey Cove dorms. It happened after the two met through an online dating app. The university sent an alert to students as the search for the suspect continues this morning. JFRD is investigating what caused a house fire on Cinderella Road in the same home where law enforcement gathered for a standoff about 24 hours before. JFRD says no one was hurt, but they did have to call in an investigator. Police say they took Daryl Britt into custody. JSO says Britt refused to cooperate and told officers they would have to kill him if they wanted him to leave. Action News Jax has learned JEA will soon finish its demolition and implosion of the St. Johns River Power Park. Action News Jax will bring you live coverage of the implosion Friday, July 19th at 8 a.m. No roads will be closed, but people who live near there or driving by may hear loud noises. Action News Jax this morning continues till 10 on Fox 30. You can also watch our live stream by downloading our mobile app.
When you need your engine tuned, trust a car expert. When you need your roof fixed, trust a roof expert. And when you need the highest quality water softener salt, trust Morton Salt. We're the salt experts with over 100 years of experience. Morton Pure and Natural Water Softener Salt in the blue bag is made from all-natural, high-purity salt crystals. Trust Morton. We're the salt experts. Find our easy-to-carry blue bags at your local Lowe's store.
When I had my brother take me places, it was always like, we have to get there early so I can smoke a cigarette before we go inside. I'm a pain. I'm a little sister.
We always have to stop for cigarettes.
Yeah, exactly. It's true. You get up first thing, smoke a cigarette. Before lunch, after lunch, another one on the way home, before dinner, after dinner. Now that I'm talking about it, I kind of feeling like I've lost about 4 hours of every day.
I didn't realize it was that much.
Yeah, I know. I decided I needed to find an alternative. So I started looking, and then Juul came up. I did both for a while. And eventually I just switched over, and it's very quick. I honestly feel like I remember recently you asking me, like, did you want to smoke before we go in? And I was like, no, I don't need to.
Mimi made the switch July 2015. Make the switch at Juul.com. That's JUUL.com. Warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical.
Are you suffering from clouded vision or seeing halos at night while driving? You may have cataracts. If left untreated, it could impact your quality of life and eventually lead to blindness. Thankfully, modern cataract surgery is one of the safest and most effective surgical procedures. At Florida Eye Specialists, we have the most experienced laser cataracts team in the region and have been voted the best eye care practice in Jacksonville 3 years in a row. Schedule an appointment today by visiting FloridaEyeSpecialist.com.
Hi, my name is Connor. I live at the Rodeheaver Boys Ranch with about 50 other boys. We come to the ranch because we can't live at home or we just don't have one.
Rodeheaver Boys Ranch doesn't receive any government support for childcare and raises funds by auctioning off donated vehicles every month. If you have a boat, car, motorcycle, RV, truck, or tractor in any condition, Google Boys Ranch Palatka to donate. If you don't have a vehicle, cash donations are accepted. Google Boys Ranch Palatka.
Remember, it's better to build boys than to mend men.
Now, the WOKV First Alert Forecast.
A mix of clouds and sun will give way to heavy showers and thunderstorms today. Highs around 90 degrees before the rain moves in. A 6 on the WOKV weather meter. A lingering shower storm early tonight, otherwise very muggy and in the mid-70s. Partly to mostly cloudy and humid tomorrow. More midday and afternoon heavy showers and thunderstorms. Your Sunday high in the upper 80s to around 90 degrees. And then Monday through Wednesday will be partly cloudy with more on and off showers and storms, especially middle of the day through the afternoon, and highs in the lower 90s. From the First Alert Weather Center, I'm Action News Jax, Chief Meteorologist Mike Burrish for News 104.5 WOKV.
Helping to make our community a better place. This is the WOKV Ask the Experts Weekend. Discussing things that matter most to you. Have a question? Have it answered by our local experts. Now, the Home and Garden Show with Wally Conway and Larry O'Neill on News 104.5 WOKV.
Good morning. Welcome to the Home and Garden Show. It is 6:06 on a beautiful Saturday morning in Jacksonville, Florida, the intergalactic headquarters of the Home and Garden Show. To our friends, to our fans, to our families, welcome back to the show. We have missed you. To those of you new to the show, here's who we are and what we do. Each and every Saturday morning from 6 until 8 a.m. right here on News 104.5 WOKV. I'm joined by the big guy, Sasquatch, the Yeti, 6'6", 232 pounds of twisted steel and sex appeal, Mr. Larry O'Neill. You know Larry from his duties on TV as the host of Larry's Garden. You've seen him about town landscaping. He's the tall man in the small straw hat. Me, Wally Conway, Mr. Home Inspection, certified master inspector from Home Pro Inspections. You've seen me on Home and Garden television and possibly about town if you spend time in attics and crawl spaces. Larry's job here on the show is to be sure your grass is green, your fruit is sweet, and your flowers forever in bloom. Me, Wally Conway, Mr. Home Inspection, my job is to be sure your home is safe, secure, efficient, and forever a source of pleasure and pride. From time to time, Larry gets a house idea, I get a garden idea, we mix up in the middle. But what makes the show fun for us is you. Your thoughts, your calls, your commentary, and this phone number will work everywhere in the universe.
Yes.
And we've got a special line open waiting for that call from the space station.
Absolutely.
So we're really looking forward to that. Here is that number, 855-765-1045. Sasquatch, large man.
Yes.
What were the adventures in landscaping this week?
Well, you know, the humidity's drastically up.
It's hot and rough out there.
Hot and rough.
I'm so grateful I'm not a shovel jockey.
It's been hot. Okay. And now we've had, we get our regular rain cycle, you know, so it's cooling down.
Yes.
It's amazing. It goes from about 100 degrees to about 75, 79 in about an hour.
And then the humidity goes to 100.
Right. But actually, it's kind of cool last night. But anyway, you know, the grass, you notice that you didn't have much fungus when it was not nice and hot and dry. But now I've been looking at a lot of lawns, and we got a lot of fungal leaf spot going on.
There's a fungus among us.
There's a fungus among us. As soon as you add heat, humidity, you know, actually the grass likes it on the dry side, you know, so it doesn't like too much humidity that, the fungus really loves that humidity. So you get out there and put some, go to Home Depot, Lowe's, and, they've been carrying much better products at Home Depot and Lowe's, which I've wandered through the aisles and I was looking at the fungicides that were there. They're carrying a higher level of and a higher quality product there. So put one application down and you should be good for about another 60 days.
Good.
Yeah, a little bit of mill organite is the next thing to strengthen your grass, and if you could take it, a little bit of fish emulsion. You know, you can buy fish fertilizer in granular too, so if you need to put it out and you don't want to use liquid. You know,
what's the advantage of using the dry?
Well, it's not as smelly, easier to put out, granular.
It's easier to spread than spray.
Easier to spread, you kind of getting it all over
yourself.
Does it
make your feet stink?
Yeah, not as bad, but they say it's deodorized. Can you imagine that?
I don't believe that.
Deodorized. No, I don't believe that.
Doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't. So deadheading, on these hydrangeas, people love these hydrangeas that are remote or reblooming. And a lot of times, we're getting to the high summer and plants are flowered and they're going through the process of producing seed. If you deadhead, you get another flush and a little bit of fertilizer. So how much should you put on a perennial? Maybe about a teaspoon. That's all they need right about now. So, or you can go over them with a hose-in sprayer. Get one of those Miracle-Gro. A lot of times I discourage using hose-in sprayers, but on like Miracle-Gro.
Why? Hard to control?
Yeah, hard to control. Is not easily measured. On fungicides, insecticides, I don't do it. It's too risky when the temperature's like this. And then, you put that in there and just go just over it lightly, and you can't really burn up the plants. And you'll get a good response on some extra flowers. If your lantana is kind of puttered out, or any of your other flowering plants, your salvias have kind of, spent and they're not looking good, deadhead, go over them with a hose-in sprayer or put a little bit of...
Yeah, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
As you were talking about the difficulty in controlling the application with a hose-in sprayer.
Right.
Have you ever seen any irrigation systems that have...
Yes. You can add. The problem is with them, of course, just by using water, there's always that, calcification that goes on, and the crystallization of the fertilizer again at those when it passes
So you
through
have to be
that
cleaning the heads out
drying.
regularly.
Right. It's a process, and they have improved it. Where you can hook up and do your lawn just like that.
You see it much in commercial?
No. It's just they're out there. Those systems are out there, but there's always that added maintenance step. So the question is whether or not really you're saving time and money. When you have to take apart, disassemble, clean, and you have a problem with it. But so deadheading is a good idea, and a little bit of fertilizer. You can use Miracle Grow. You can use Plant for any kind of liquid fertilizer. They're all about the same. Load your hose and sprayer. But hydrangeas, they've become really popular. The remote in kind. They only had where they bloomed once, but now they bloom all summer long. But the key to getting them to grow well is to make sure they have good soil. Number one. Composting, they like a nice organic soil, and then they deadhead, and then you want to use a fertilizer that has high nitrogen. A lot of times people are confused about it because they see the
How high is high?
Lawn fertilizer, basically.
Okay.
Lawn fertilizer without the herbicide. You know what I mean? You can use that as high nitrogen because you'll get that nice foliage, and the hydrangea flower, the blue or the white or the pink that you see, is actually a leaf. Okay, and the little flower inside is only maybe about a quarter of an inch. So you want to, if you make the leaves look good, you want to add nitrogen. Yeah. So you want to put a little bit of nitrogen on them, and deadhead, and they should flush right back out again. Remember, when people always ask me about, the Endless Summer, Bloomstruck, all the different varieties, that come out, Penny Mac. That bloom and rebloom, they actually they demand more fertilizer, okay? And they're actually somewhat more a weaker grower. They're not as vigorous as the other cultivars that bloom once. I compare when I go to a nursery to select hydrangeas, and looking at them, I look at all kinds, thousands of kinds of hydrangeas, probably not 1,000, probably around at least 300 types of hydrangeas. That when I'm looking at them, some are more vigorous and some are less vigorous. Normally, I would say probably most of all the remote in type seem to be less vigorous. And one of the things that really add to it is that they're not they need more energy because they're going to be flowering more frequently. So adding that fertilizer on them, deadheading them, and making sure they get proper water. Then another question came up. The classic question, how do I turn my hydrangeas from blue to blue, from pink to blue? And that's aluminum sulfate. And aluminum sulfate is a
deodorant.
Yeah. Yes, it's a deodorant. It's
isn't that what's in deodorant?
Yeah, you might be right. You're right. So the aluminum sulfate is you don't need to put a lot on there, and you can almost watch it turn blue. Because it's very quick acting. So follow the directions. Maybe I would say maybe 4 or 5 tablespoons in there. Water it in. Check back a couple days, see the color change, and then if it hadn't gone completely, maybe another couple, 3 or 4 tablespoons of aluminum sulfate. I will caution you on aluminum sulfate; it does taste sweet. I got some on my face, and when I was putting it out there, throwing it out, that it does taste sweet. So you got to make sure you put it in a high spot so you keep it away from children because you don't want them to ingest any of that.
That doesn't sound good.
No. You always got to be careful with the pesticides, herbicides, fertilizers. If you have children, I always make sure it's well above the normal area and locked up. And then also on using if you use lawn fertilizer, if you choose to use lawn fertilizer on your hydrangeas, make sure you do not pick the one with weed killer. I've done it.
Yeah,
not paying attention. I didn't go out there and grab a bag. There's some leftover fertilizer. Let me grab it and put it on there. And that hydrangea's not looking too good. You come back and it's looking worse every day. Let me put some water on it.
Yeah,
and it's done. One of the great hydrangeas that you can grow that blooms a little later. That because I'm a fan of hydrangeas, called Limelight, and this is Hydrangea paniculata. And it has a white, first starts out with lime, lime-colored flower. And these are those flowers that you're going to see for sale as a dried flower in florist shops. They are can grow in the full sun. These make great plants in the full sun. The paniculata is completely sun tolerant. It can grow 12, 14 hours in the sun.
Paniculata is the varietal?
Is the species. And then versus Macrophylla and Serrata and all the other ones that want some shade. This one will grow in the full sun, and also it's a rebloomer and pretty vigorous. Again, following the general cultivation is, again, a lot of lawn fertilizer. The next variety of hydrangea, which I really like, is oak leaf hydrangea. It's a native plant in the Panhandle, and they're going to get big. But, they have some new dwarf varieties getting 4 to 5 feet, but produce that classic hydrangea flower. They're definitely going to need shade. I mean, some people grow them in the sun, but they suffer a little bit in that late afternoon sun. But if you can put them in the late afternoon, morning sun, late afternoon, they'll create a great hedge, and they're very easy to take care of. As far as the toughness of that plant, I would say giving it around a 6 or 7. It's a maybe even 9. I would say in some spots if you put a plant in the right spot. Occasionally they'll get some fungal leaf spot, but they're a great easy if you want color. But the one detracting thing that people don't like about them is they do lose their leaves during the winter. The classic hydrangea, if you live up north in New Jersey, you will have a climbing hydrangea. And, the walls are covered with that hydrangea. And we
can't get climbers here?
No, well, they don't do well here because of the temperature, and they don't get. But there's decumberance, which is a variety of it. It's called Barbara Ann. It doesn't have the same shape leaf, but it's a climbing hydrangea. It's in the climbing hydrangea family called Barbara Ann. It is a native. So in Barbara Ann is a cultivar. So if you want your wall to be covered with that nice, beautiful hydrangea bloom or hydrangea light bloom, the Barbara Ann is the variety for you. Also, there's a Mexican variety called hydrangea. You have to go online to get these, hydrangea simania. It's very cold tolerant and produces that hydrangea bloom. But these are some of the cultivars that do well in our climate, and some of the things you got to do to make sure they succeed. And then the winter, they're a lot of times they will get a little bit of fungal leaf spot. I usually don't get all bent out of shape about it if I get a little fungal leaf spot. It's just one of those things, It won't really damage the plant too much, and it's going to handle that.
Well, I may ponder hydrangeas.
Yeah.
It's 6:20 here at News 104.5 on the Home and Garden Show. Brief break, jumping right on the phones to your calls. Love to hear from you at 855-765-1045. Stay with us. Right back.
Google just got a lot more informed.
Okay, Google, play WOKV News.
Okay, here's the latest news from WOKV News on Demand.
Make sure you don't miss anything. Just ask your Google Assistant or Google Home to play WOKV News. This is where Jacksonville turns first for breaking news. News 104.5 WOKV.
Jack C. Wilson Roofing has repaired and replaced shingle roofs in Northeast Florida since 1946 and maintains a standard of excellence. Schedule a free roof estimate at jackcwilsonroofing.com. Jack C. Wilson Roofing Company, the first name in Jacksonville roofing.
The 4th of July week Summers on Us sales event at Arlington Toyota has been extended through Monday. It's Rich Jones. That means no payments until after Labor Day. Free yourself from car payments. Buy a new Toyota from Arlington Toyota today. Make no payments until after Labor Day, but you got to hurry in. The sale ends Monday at Arlington Toyota, 10939 Atlantic Boulevard, just east of the East Beltway. During the Summers on Us 4th of July event, you're not only going to get a payment-free summer, you're going to get mind-blowing pricing on 2019 Toyota models, like a pre-owned 2019 Corolla for $13,881, a pre-owned 2019 Camry, $17,991, or a pre-owned Tacoma SR5 double cab from just $24,881. That's a pre-owned 2019 Tacoma under $25,000. It's the July 4th Summers on Us sales event extended through Monday the 8th at Arlington Toyota. Start shopping now at arlingtontoyota.com.
Wally Conway here, Mr. Home Inspection from Home Pro Inspections with important information about home warranties. At Home Pro Inspections, we have always recommended that every home buyer had a home inspection and a home warranty. It's much like having a physical exam and health insurance. They work together to protect you. Until now, I have never referred or endorsed a home warranty company because, truthfully, they were all about the same. They were only good for 12 months, they had a long list of coverage exclusions, and they denied pre-existing conditions. The most comprehensive home warranty in America is now available in Jacksonville, covering items denied by others, including water softeners, well pumps, alarm systems, and there's no extra charge for multiple heat pumps or water heaters. When Home Pro inspects your home, the warranty is extended to 18 months of coverage at no extra charge. There is no better inspection and warranty package in America. For details and to order your home warranty, visit GoHomePro.com, GoHomePro.com, or call me at 268-8211.
Unlike other jewelry stores, at Beard's Jewelry, nobody is paid on commission. We don't believe in the commission structure. That's been second generation at Beard's Jewelry. For 38 years, Beard's has never had one employee paid on commission. That's just one small thing that sets Beard's apart from the competition.
We don't want our employees picking and choosing who they help or judging which customer is going to spend the most. That's not what we're about.
At Beard's, the diamond experts will show you the inside secrets of the jewelry business and teach you how to buy like a dealer buys.
We are not just about selling, we are about helping. If you deliver a quality product, listen to the consumer's needs, and help them make the best decision, then what do you have to sell? The diamond will speak for itself.
Beard's Jewelry, where honesty and integrity are our core beliefs.
It's our commitment to you to keep you protected and make sure you get what you pay for.
Beard's Jewelry, conveniently open 7 days a week, located at the St. John's Town Center. From a small leak to a complete roof renovation, Brannan Roofing has you covered, including metal roofing. They understand insurance claims and can help you with your claim to make sure you get all the money you're entitled to. Call Brannan Roofing today, 904-813-4967.
Now, the WOKV First Alert Forecast.
A 6 on the WOKV weather meter. A mix of sun and clouds giving way to scattered heavy showers and thunderstorms that will become numerous through this afternoon. Highs near 90 degrees until the rain moves in. Then it drops into the 70s and 80s. Warm and muggy overnight tonight in the mid-70s. Partly to mostly cloudy and humid tomorrow. More midday and afternoon showers and thunderstorms. Your Sunday high near 90. And the wet pattern continues Monday through Tuesday and Wednesday with variable cloudiness and midday and afternoon showers and storms, highs in the lower 90s. I'm Chief Meteorologist Mike Burrish for the CBS 47 at Fox 30 Action News Jack's First Alert Weather Center for News 104.5 WOKV.
Welcome back to the Home and Garden Show. 624 here at News 104.5 on the Home and Garden Show. I'm Wally Conway from Home Pro Inspections, along with Larry O'Neill from Larry's Garden, enjoying the day together, taking your calls at 855-765-1045. And a special shout out. You know, we've got folks listening right here at 104.5 on the FM. That's we've been doing that forever. Yeah. That's a good thing. And over these last few months, we're also streaming live on Facebook at Home Pro Inspections. We're streaming live on YouTube, the Mr. Home Inspection channel. We're streaming live on LinkedIn. So we have now gone intergalactic, and we are waiting patiently for our very first call from the International Space Station. If you know anyone who is in space, a space cowboy, space cadet, or other
How about
person.
mental space?
That's right. So text them or however you communicate, and please let the folks on the International Space Station know we think about them every Saturday morning, and we're waiting patiently for them to check in. So I am playing the real estate game again a little bit.
No.
Yeah. Put an offer in on a for sale by owner condo.
Yep.
I had my friends at Home Pro Inspections inspect, and in the process, we discovered dry wood termite infestation.
No kidding.
No kidding. So it's going to be an interesting struggle, I guess, to eradicate them. And because it's in a condominium, you can't tent it, you know?
Right.
Often in single-family house, the protocol would be to put a tent over it and fumigate, which kills every bug in the whole place. in a condominium or a townhome type building, they're just too large. It's not cost effective to do that, so they'll end up spot treating. So I am really looking forward to observing that with my own eyes in my very own home.
Right.
And I'll be bringing that to you, in a sense, live, or at least in real time.
Little camera shots.
Yeah, we'll be doing that.
Pictures of the damage.
Yep. So I'd be interested to hear from anyone who's recently had an infestation of drywood termites and had it spot treated, and what the efficacy was. Efficacy?
Yeah, efficacy.
Efficacy. How well it worked.
Right.
Yeah. But I got a feeling it's something we'll be chasing forever. I've made contact with the pest control company who is treating the area, and I've made contact with the homeowners association, and it turns out they've been there twice before.
And treated drywood termites.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, that's the downside of a spot treat. Did you get the right spot? Did you get it all? But because we're doing essentially a gut level renovation, we're ripping out the floors.
You can inspect everything that way.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to rip all the drywall off.
Okay.
But any of the places that it's been previously spot treated, we're going to peel that back. We're pulling the kitchen cabinets is where we discover them, is in the cabinetry. And so that way our spot treat will just be either a larger spot or more spots.
Right.
To drive
Can you treat the interior with boric acid? Will that discourage them?
I think once the spot treat, and I'm not sure what chemical they're using. I'm not sure if it's going to be Termidor or what exactly they're using. I'll keep you posted on that. But yeah, as we're redoing the floors and redoing the cabinetry, we're going to put the boric acid all behind everything.
Right.
The boric acid, what I like about boric acid as a pesticide inside the house is that it's about as friendly as a pesticide can be. As an example, eye wash is often boric acid, very dilute boric acid.
They're using it in a medical field.
Yeah. So it's a much friendlier thing. And boric has only got a few letters in it. Chemicals that have large numbers of letters, oxychloromethylquinone, diacetylenol.
Yeah.
I'm like, nah, I don't know what that is.
Organic chemistry.
Right. So, and I try hard to keep the house as chemical free as we're able.
Right.
But in this case, we're going to need to do the spot treat or I'll get eaten by drywoods. One of the things about drywoods is more often than not, they're brought into the home by furniture.
Right.
So you get a nice piece of antique furniture, and it turns out it's got drywoods in it, and that's how they get into the house.
You bag them up, or cover them, and then you can put them in the sun or anything like that.
Yeah, well, it's fairly easy to fumigate furniture.
Yeah.
You can get it outside, you wrap it in plastic, pump the chemical in, and off you go.
Even by solarizing them.
Get it nice and hot. You stick them in the sauna.
Stick that thing in the, Stick the thing, black plastic, cover the thing in black plastic. I run it up to about 150 degrees for a few days.
Yeah, you got to be careful depending on the furniture.
The type of furniture.
Yeah, if you got a laminate, or a veneer, especially with our humidity, you run the risk of popping some stuff.
Oh, yeah.
But you're right. It's much easier to do that. And so we'll see how that all plays out. I'm not enthused personally. I'm very enthused professionally. It's so interesting when you do things all day long professionally. We've been in 35,000 houses. You forget about what it feels like personally to have some of these things disclosed to you. So I'm reading the Home Pro home inspection report. I'm like, oh my gracious, I got drywood termites. Oh my gracious, I got this, got that to deal with. We're gonna do heating and air, so it'll be fun over the next group of weeks, or actually it'll be about 2 months by the time we're all the way done.
Really?
Yeah, we'll bring you up on the sale process as it goes along.
What kind of flooring are you going to get this time?
What kind of flooring? Well, that's an interesting question.
I knew that would be an interesting question.
Yeah, and I'll tell you after the break. It's 6:30 here at News 104.5 on the Home and Garden Show. We've got Fox News traffic, weather, and more of the Home and Garden Show featuring you. Love to hear from you at 855-765-1045. Stay with us. Right back.
Fox News, I'm Karen McHugh. Some damage, but nobody killed. The result of a 7.1 earthquake about 150 miles northeast of L.A. 2 fires that were quickly put out, but as Ridgecrest Police Chief Jed McLaughlin says...
Injuries reported, nothing but minor injuries and such as cuts and bruises.
The Friday quake follows Thursday's slightly less powerful quake in the same region. Thousands of bikers will be in New Hampshire today to honor 7 people killed there last month.
From Laconia, New Hampshire to Randolph, where the accident happened, then a memorial service at a motel where the bikers stayed before being killed by a man in a pickup truck towing a flatbed trailer. He is in custody, charged with negligent homicide. The tribute ride idea started small, then got bigger as word got out.
Fox's Chris Foster. And printing of the 2020 census questionnaires has begun with no citizenship question. President Trump says he'll still consider an executive order to get the question Question on defying a Supreme Court ruling. This is Fox News.
Now, local news from CBS 47, Fox 30 Action News Jax.
I'm Action News Jax anchor Courtney Cole for News 104.5 WOKV. Our top story on this Saturday morning starts in Jacksonville. That's where a JFRD lifeguard is facing DUI and drug charges. According to jail records, 19-year-old Steven Sexton was arrested for possession of marijuana with intent to sell it, DUI, speeding, and carrying a weapon illegally. The city says Sexton was a part-time worker but can't comment on the investigation because it's a personnel issue. A former local high school football star is recovering in the hospital this morning from an amputation. His name is Kendrick Norton. He had his arm amputated after a car crash in Miami Thursday morning. Action News Jax found a Facebook post from Norton's mother. She says the family welcomes and appreciates all the love and support and asks for continued prayers as Norton heals. The 22-year-old played at Trinity Christian. For the latest news, weather, and traffic, make sure you tune in to Action News Jax this morning. Deborah Alberto, Lorena Inclan, and I will be helping you get your Saturday morning started on the right foot on CBS 47 and Fox 30 until 10 a.m.
Truck Month has begun at Nimnik Buick GMC. Get ready for the deals of the decade, like $15,500 off the ultimate GMC, the 2018 GMC Sierra Denali Crew Cabs. Nimnik Buick GMC, the new name in Buick. GMC, we are professional grade.
This is Jeff King, Development Director for Rodeheaver Boys Ranch. Rodeheaver Boys Ranch has been advertising on News 104.5 WOKV for over 10 years. I always say that News 104.5 WOKV will give them the biggest bang for their advertising budget.
There's nothing like sitting down for a personal conversation with Eddie and Chuck from Farah and Farah. And you can do that every Saturday at noon on News 104.5 WOKV. Join Eddie and Chuck every Saturday on the Consumer Law Hour, where they break down everything from personal injury to civil rights. Join them and be part of the conversation on the Consumer Law Hour, brought to you by Farah and Farah, every Saturday at noon on News 104.5 WOKV.
When you need your engine tuned, trust a car expert. When you need your roof fixed, trust a roof expert. And when you need the highest quality water softener salt, trust Morton Salt. We're the salt experts with over 100 years of experience. Morton Pure and Natural Water Softener Salt in the blue bag is made from all natural, high purity salt crystals. Trust Morton. We're the salt experts. Find our easy to carry blue bags at your local Lowe's store.
As a woman, you've spent years taking care of everyone else. When you retire, it's finally your turn. And here's a little secret. Women and men have different needs and different emotions when it comes to retirement. What to do? Listen to Woman's Worth Radio each Sunday at 10 a.m. Woman's Worth founder Jeanette Bajalia believes your retirement isn't just about the money. It's about your total health. Woman's Worth Radio, Sundays at 10 a.m.
Hey, it's for us guys, too.
Listen to Woman's Worth Radio this Sunday at 10 a.m.
All right, it's officially now summer, and as much as we all love sunshine, you know, sometimes inside you want to keep those rays outside. Now, our friends at Blinds.com, they make it simple with brand new blind shades and indoor shutters. So listen to this real blind success story from Jonathan. He's a listener in Louisiana. He said, quote, I heard about Blinds.com when I was listening to Hannity. I checked out their 2-inch deluxe wood blinds, and the prices were great. The sizes were completely customizable. Shipping was fast, installation easy, and the blinds, they looked incredible. I can't imagine ever buying blinds anywhere else. Go to Blinds.com right now for the July 4th blowout sale, and you're going to save up to 50% on everything. Plus, my listeners, well, you get to save an extra $20 on top of that just by using the promo code Hannity. Now save up to 50% on everything and an extra $20 with the promo code Hannity. Blinds.com, promo code Hannity. Rules, restrictions apply.
Now, the WOKV First Alert Forecast.
A mix of clouds and sun will give way to heavy showers and thunderstorms today. Highs around 90 degrees before the rain moves in. A 6 on the WOKV weather meter. A lingering shower storm early tonight, otherwise very muggy and in the mid-70s. Partly to mostly cloudy and humid tomorrow. More midday and afternoon heavy showers and thunderstorms. Your Sunday high in the upper 80s to around 90 degrees. And then Monday through Wednesday will be partly cloudy with more on and off showers and storms, especially middle of the day through the afternoon, and highs in the lower 90s. From the First Alert Weather Weather Center. I'm Action News Jax Chief Meteorologist Mike Burrish for News 104.5 WOKV.
Helping to make our community a better place. This is the WOKV Ask the Experts Weekend. Discussing things that matter most to you. Have a question? Have it answered by our local experts. Now, the Home and Garden Show with Wally Conway and Larry O'Neill on News 104.5 WOKV.
Welcome back to the Home and Garden Show, 636 here at News 104.5 WOKV. On the Home and Garden Show, Larry O'Neill from Larry's Garden is here. I'm Wally Conway from Home Pro Inspections. And joining us, who's got some mold on his plants, is Wes. Wes, welcome to the Home and Garden Show.
Hey, Wally, how are you guys?
Awesome, good, sir. Good. What type plant do you have?
So I got two plants. I've got a gardenia tree. It's a potted, and I've got a weeping fig tree. It's also potted.
Okay.
So on a reoccurring basis, about every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks, I get the black mold and the mites on gardenia.
Okay.
Spray it with a little neem oil or the Bayer treatment, whichever one I have in the cabinet, and they go away for a few weeks, but they come back.
Okay.
And then on my weeping fig, all of a sudden, the last few weeks, I've noticed the leaves starting to turn yellow and fall off.
On the fig, is it a fig tree or a willow?
No, Larry, if I'm 100% sure, it's a weeping fig tree is what it was. It's got like a spade-shaped leaf on it.
Okay, yeah. Well, does it produce fruit and everything?
No, sir.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, what you probably got aphids on that, on the gardenia. Yep. It could be mealybugs or several different things. But this is pretty easy to solve, with the new stuff that's available. There's all kinds of insecticides that will actually stay in the plant. And Midocoprin is a very good one. And then you can get it on, it's in the ingredient of Bayer insect control for trees and shrubs. And what you do is you mix it in water and you pour it on the roots of the plant, and it binds with the soil and it's absorbed by the whatever tree or shrub that you have, and it actually makes the plant poisonous for about 1 year. So once you do this, it's going to two different things are going to happen. It's going to dry up the reserve, the eggs, or it's going to break that life cycle. So the eggs are not going to be produced anymore. So you're going to get completely free of this problem instead of having it come back every single year. So it's Bayer insect controls for trees and shrubs, and the active ingredient is Midocoprin, and it's good. You can also use Telstar. It's a quicker acting, but doesn't hold in the soil as long. And so again, it's a systemic. You pour it on the roots. You can spray it onto the plant, but it's recommended you pour it on the roots. But it does take a little bit of time to be absorbed. It won't happen overnight. But once you get that done, you're pretty much finished with that. Repetitive neem oil. Wash it off with soap, and that goes for sagos and anything else that you have that repetitive insect infestation. You just can't seem to break loose of it. It's Bayer insect control for trees and shrubs.
Sorry about that. And then the yellowing of the leaves all of a sudden.
The yellowing of the leaves could be caused by the insect. Also, gardenias are a great plant in our climate zone, and they do well, but they're very much affected by soil issues. And if you don't have the trace elements, gardenias need trace elements. They're going to have yellowing leaves. The second thing would be underwatering or overwatering. That could have an effect on them. But if you put I've seen some beautiful, spectacular gardenias in our area. Some monsters. I've seen one gardenia on the north side. It must have been 12 foot tall, at least 12 foot wide. It was a huge gardenia. Beautiful plant growing out of the sun. But again, to get the most out of them, you need to have trace elements. You can buy chelated iron. You can buy any of that stuff, making sure you have all the micronutrients there. And also the water's properly applied. Insects can turn the leaves yellow. Okay. So start with that, and you'll get a good response on that.
I appreciate it, guys.
Thank you, then.
Thanks, Wes. Good luck with it.
Yes, sir.
I do love gardenias, and there's nothing like them having them in, August Beauty or Mystery or any. They have so many different types of gardenias. But again, if you have them, they're an area that's soggy. They're not going to like to plant sogginess, but they don't want to be dry. So the best place to plant a gardenias is around the eaves of the roof, or a place where the water runs down over that, dumps on them, and then it runs and it has good grade. Runs out. Doesn't want you want to when the water dumps out.
Super soaking, yet not wet feet.
Right, and up against the house is normally going to be more moist.
Yeah.
Okay, than out in the middle of the yard. And then if they can get some afternoon shade, they're going to do good. And then making sure that you fertilize with full elements. Give them trace elements, a fertilizer that has all the good things in it. Trace elements and balanced fertilizer is really, really good. Chelated iron has all those things in there, and you could I think I saw some at Home Depot the other day. You can get it. It's a liquid fertilizer and just spray them on. And if you have a soil imbalance or your plants not looking perfect, some of these like fish emulsion will work. You could use liquid fertilizer, absorbed right into the leaf. You'll get immediate response within a week. There'll be a correction.
Excellent.
About a week, and then maybe another application to finish.
No
it
need
off.
to wait for the roots to work.
Yeah.
Just get it right there.
Right there.
Good thought. You asked me earlier, I shared with you, I'm beginning to transition, put in an offer that's been accepted on this condominium. I'm going to give up living in the woods and go live on the water. Kind of fun. About the flooring. What type flooring? Well, we've
talked about some of this flooring.
Here are the decisions that we've made to this point.
Yeah.
We'll have zero carpet, no carpet. I hate wall-to-wall carpet. It was originally intended for poor people that couldn't afford rugs, and it holds dirt.
I never liked wall-to-wall.
I don't like wall-to-wall carpet. So no wall-to-wall carpet, so solid surface.
Right.
The choices we pondered through, I was leaning toward tile all the way through, which is what we have in our home now, with the exception of the bedrooms, all tile. And it turned out I was wrong about that. Tanya said, I was wrong. I said, oh, okay. I think I like tile. And she reminded me I didn't. And her reasoning was, she said, we've been in that house now 12 years. And she said, don't want to clean grout anymore.
Yeah, grout.
So I said, okay.
Well, you can use black grout.
Yeah.
And then dark tile.
That doesn't feel
dark
good.
tile. Dark tile.
Aesthetically, that would not please my eye.
Okay.
So that left us with two choices.
Yes.
Wood or vinyl.
Right.
We just put vinyl. We did a renovation on another condo that's in our rental portfolio. And the vinyl was gorgeous.
Looks good.
Really.
I mean, they've gone a long ways with vinyl.
Come a long ways. And at first when
How
she
about
said...
linoleum?
well, that's a brand. No, not a sheet vinyl.
Yeah.
Vinyl that replicates the look of wood.
Oh, okay.
And
no kidding.
At first I said, that's how impure.
Yeah, that is very impure.
We went out to Floor & Decor. They had so many choices. And I started out with, let's start with high-end wood, solid wood. Because we're on a second floor. We could actually do solid wood. Right. So I looked at that, and I said, man, I love this. Look, solid wood just makes me feel right.
I know you're not going to love the price.
Yeah, installed for at the high end, because we're going to do it once and be done with it. It's almost $10 a foot.
Yeah.
That's
Is that oak or pine?
Either or.
Okay.
It'll vary a buck or two. But, So we looked at many different woods. Then I looked at the engineered woods, a little bit less expensive, still the same.
How about
choices.
bamboo flowing?
Looked at bamboo.
Right.
Looked at that, and then I finally got to the vinyl. And it was kind of funny because when we transitioned into the vinyl aisles, I didn't like it at all. It looked cheap. It looked cheesy. It looked exactly like I expected. Well, if you're looking at real wood floor. However, as we transitioned to the high-end vinyls, I said, this stuff looks good. And there was nothing reached $3 a square foot. So in that $250 plus or minus a quarter, you can get some good-looking stuff. And it was interesting as you look at the different gradations, kind of good, better, best, and really good. It's 100% waterproof at the high end. So you could submerge it, and it wouldn't matter. You can put your plants on it,
Right.
And it doesn't matter. The only thing that you can't do is refinish it if you damaged it.
Right.
But at the same time, it's really hard to damage it.
Right.
You have to do something.
Does it go down in squares or does it go down in a roll?
In planks.
In planks.
Yep.
Plank vinyl. Okay.
Yeah. It just much like if you were laying hardwood.
Oh, really?
It looks
comes
the same.
Is it thick or is it thin?
It's about 1/4 of an inch thick.
Oh, okay.
Maybe just slightly more.
And it looks like wood.
It looks like wood.
Faux
if
wood.
you want it to look like wood.
Okay.
It doesn't look like wood if you don't want it to look like wood.
All right.
It also is available in textures if you want it like a rough sewn.
Right.
Or wavy or whatever. But you can get it in textures. And that's pretty cool. And
have you seen a floor done with that stuff before?
Yeah, but not with the same eye I have now that I'm thinking about purchasing.
Now you've been fit. You're being corrected.
Well, when you're looking at
you didn't know you liked vinyl.
It's kind of funny when and I've been in 5,000-6,000 houses as a home inspector. We've been in over 35,000 as a company. When you have your professional eye on, it's different than your personal eye. Because your personal eye is all about the aesthetics. Your professional eye is all about performance and is there any damage and those sorts of things. So it's very different. And I guess I'm using both eyes, my personal eye and my professional eye, when I'm making decisions in my own home.
Right.
But I'd say we're...
Really, you're using Tanya's eye. She's giving you directions.
Well,
you like that, yes,
my
ma'am.
eye and her brain, she's making the
You don't like that, yes, ma'am?
She asked me my opinion, and then I discover...
Your opinion doesn't matter.
It does. No, she takes my opinion.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't mean I always get my way. But, so if the decision were today, we would go with a high-end vinyl replicating a look of wood. I like a lot of movement in the grain and whatnot. So that's kind of where I'm going.
Okay.
Well, interestingly...
what's the cost difference? $10 a square foot was vinyl planking.
Installed under $5.
Oh, wow. It's half the price.
Yeah,
less than $5.
Depending what you choose, it can be less than half the price.
Oh, yeah. Well, I know that's right up your line.
Yeah. Well,
you're gonna have to take a shower in your neighbor's next door, so to save money,
Might do that.
Keep your lighting bill. Your bill. All right, so you're in the upper story, right?
Yeah, second story.
Well, it's always
the
the bottom story is always a little cooler, because you have the insulation.
That's true.
Yeah.
When you live on the bottom floor or a lower
you got to put a little noise.
It's the person above you who's funding the cooling of you.
Right.
So we'll be on the top.
And your personal side, right and left side, are you?
Yeah, we'll be on we won't have anybody on the right side.
Okay.
So we only have people on one side and below us, no one on the other side or above us.
Okay.
So a little quieter, a little more peaceful.
Yeah.
Plus they're all block. They're concrete. Even the floors are concrete.
Wow.
Yeah.
The floor is concrete? That's amazing.
Yeah. I'll have to tell you about it.
Yeah. All right.
You'll have to wait.
Yeah.
It's 6:50 here at News 104.5 on the Home and Garden Show. We've got a very brief break, jumping right back on calls to hear from you. Love hearing from you. 855-765-1045. I'd really like to hear from someone who's had experience in their own home with vinyl flooring, how you liked it, what you didn't like, and what you do different the next time. Thanks.
Get up to speed on what's going on with the 3 big things you need to know every 15 minutes all day. This is where Jacksonville turns first for breaking news, weather, and traffic. News 104.5 WOKV.
The 4th of July week Summers on a sales event at Arlington Toyota has been extended through Monday. It's Rich Jones. That means no payments until after Labor Day. Free yourself from car payments. Buy a new Toyota from Arlington Toyota today. Make no payments until after Labor Day, but you got to hurry in. The sale ends Monday at Arlington Toyota, 10939 Atlantic Boulevard, just east of the East Beltway. During the Summers on Us 4th of July event, you're not only going to get a payment-free summer, you're going to get mind-blowing pricing on 2019 Toyota models, like a pre-owned 2019 Corolla for $13,881, a pre-owned 2019 Camry, $17,991, or a pre-owned Tacoma SR5 double cab from just $24,881. That's a pre-owned 2019 Tacoma under $25,000. It's the July 4th Summers on Us sales event extended through Monday the 8th at Arlington Toyota. Start shopping now at arlingtontoyota.com.
Hi, I'm Larry of Larry's Garden. One of my favorite things about the South is great weather, which means more time for outside. And at Larry's Garden, we design, install, and maintain every outdoor project. Need to replace a cracked driveway? We do it. Need a patio, pergola, deck, or pavers? We do it. Let one company, Larry's Garden, complete your entire project. No subcontractors. All work is done by Larry's Garden employees. Low water landscapes, sod replacement, landscape designs that are unbelievable, a complete landscape makeover, we do it. Let one company, Larry's Garden, complete your entire project. Weekly maintenance for communities and commercial locations is also available. For more information, visit larrysgarden.com or call 346-1970. Design, install, maintain. One company, complete project, Larry's Garden.
That's not the sound of failure. It's the sound of social, educational, vocational, and spiritual training at Roadheaver Boys Ranch. When you donate your car, truck, RV, or boat to Roadheaver Boys Ranch, you'll get the maximum tax benefit, and we'll get much-needed funds to provide a wholesome home environment to at-risk young men who have no home of their own. Learn more at rbr.org. That's rbr.org. Roadheaver Boys Ranch. It's better to build boys than mend men.
Guys, waking up over and over to pee is not okay. But now, you can reduce those nighttime bathroom trips with the ingredients in Super Beta Prostate P3 Advanced. We're talking about less urges to pee at night, less bathroom trips during the day, and better bladder emptying. It's like taking 3 prostate supplements in one. You can try a full 30-day bottle of P3 Advanced. Free. Just pay shipping and handling. No strings attached, no obligations, and no commitments to buy. This is a 30-day supply. Absolutely free. Call 1-800-394-5797. Super Beta Prostate is the best-selling brand in major retailers like Walmart. But for this no-strings-attached free bottle, you must call now. Call 1-800-394-5797. Don't miss out on this unprecedented free offer. Call 1-800-394-5797. 1-800-394-5797.
Now, the WOKV First Alert Forecast.
A mix of clouds and sun will give way to heavy showers and thunderstorms today. Highs around 90 degrees before the rain moves in. 6 on the WOKV weather meter. A lingering shower storm early tonight, otherwise very muggy and in the mid-70s. Partly to mostly cloudy and humid tomorrow. More midday and afternoon heavy showers and thunderstorms. Your Sunday high in the upper 80s to around 90 degrees. And then Monday through Wednesday will be partly cloudy with more on and off showers and storms, especially middle of the day through the afternoon, and highs in the lower 90s. From the First Alert Weather Center, I'm Action News Jax Chief Meteorologist Mike Burrish for News 104.5 WOKV.
Some days you just don't have a lot of time, but still want to know what's going on. Get up to speed, quick, with the 3 big things you need to know every 15 minutes. Brought to you by Safe Touch Security. This is where Jacksonville turns first for breaking news. News 104.5 WOKV.
Welcome back to the Home and Garden Show. 6:54 here at News 104.5. And a reminder, if you wake up one morning with a burning desire to have a large landscaper come on over and take care of your lawn, your garden, hardscape, landscape, driveways, pavers, pergolas, and all that good stuff, something to consider, larrysgarden.com. Right there, you'll have the blog, the videos, frequently asked questions, over 2,000 active bloggers just nerding along the way bloggers do about gardening.
Yes.
Which is a positive thing. You know, I do it about boats. Other people do it about garden. It's okay. Should you need Larry by telephone, he has one. That number is 346-1970. If you're outside of the immediate Jacksonville area, up in, Kingsland or down in Palm Coast, right. 904-346-1970. Me, Wally Conway, easy to find all the time online. Go homepro.com. Commercial building inspections, house inspections, environmental sampling, everything you need. We can also get your WDO schedule for you. Take care of you, take wonderful care of you. Operators are standing by. We always have someone manning the phone. So if you wake up at 1 in the morning and you want to schedule your home inspection or your water sampling or whatever you happen to need, all you need to do is call. Here's that phone number, 268-8211 for our friends in Palm Coast and elsewhere in the Hinterlands, 904-268-8211. 8211. I am looking for input. I've gotten lots of input here on the Facebook live stream. about your individual experiences with vinyl flooring. Tanya and I getting ready to renovate another condominium. It's for us to live in. This makes it a little bit different. And thinking about vinyl floor, thinking about a high-end vinyl to replicate the look of wood. Really like to hear about your experiences, what you've been happy with, unhappy with. In particular is the sound. I don't like that hollow sound that I've heard from some of them, and I want to be sure I've done
vinyl.
Yeah,
has a hollow sound.
Yeah, the floating floors they snap together and they lay there. And early on, the less expensive ones in particular, it sounds like you're clickety click. Not the good clackety clack 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 of hardwood, right? Donkety donk donk of tile, but it's not a good sound. I don't want that sound. You understand?
I never thought of that, but okay.
How
a sound rating for now on that flooring,
Well, this particular kind of it's a concrete block and it's concrete
floor
on the flooring. Also,
that thing's never going to fall down.
No, it never will.
Yeah,
it was actually built in 1969.
Wow,
as officer housing.
Oh yeah.
On the Ortega River.
Yeah.
It was overflow during the Vietnam War with a big buildup at NAS Jacks, big buildup at Mayport, big buildup out at Cecil Field. They needed more officer housing, and that's how it was originally built. Mm-hmm. So from the seawalls, it's the same seawall as they have at NAS Jacksonville. I mean, this thing is so overbuilt, it's unbelievable.
It's the same seawall since 1960?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that thing is strong.
Well, look out of Mayport. This stuff,
it'll last.
It lasts forever.
Yeah.
I mean, it's truly a military-grade installation.
Really, yeah. They didn't spend any money on it.
Yeah. And when you're inside of these things...
It must be super quiet.
Yeah, you can't hear a thing. That's right.
Right.
Which is why I want to be sure, when I choose the flooring, that it's quiet.
So they really didn't have a budget. The taxpayers were paying for it then.
That's right. Hey, we got a minute or two. My buddy Randy's checking in to say hello. Randy, welcome to the Home and Garden Show.
Hi, Wally. How are you?
I am great. I got myself all ready for our Best Buddies Leadership Conference in Indianapolis in 2 weeks. Randy, are you packed yet?
I am coming on Friday.
Friday, me too. So, Mike Williams is flying with me also. So we'll have you, me, and Mike, and the rest of the folks from Best Buddies. We're going to have a great time.
Tell Larry that what is LC?
Larry, the leadership conference once a year, the Best Buddies ambassadors, which Randy is, Best Buddy pairs, and then the professional staff and advisory staff. I'm the chairman of the local advisory staff. We all get together at Indiana University, which is a gorgeous school.
Yeah.
And we make new friends and we exchange ideas on how to make our chapter stronger. Stronger with volunteers, stronger with members, stronger staff, and stronger economically. Did I describe that pretty well, Randy?
Yes.
All right, man. Hey, we got to go to commercial. I appreciate you. I'm really looking to hanging out with you for the weekend. We're going to have a great time.
Yeah, I'm sorry to bug you, but I just want to call you.
No, I'm always happy to hear from you, buddy. Anytime. You know that. I appreciate you. All righty. It's 7 o'clock here at News 104.5 WOKV. We've got Fox News, traffic, weather, and more of the Home and Garden Show featuring you at 855-765-1045.
This is a Fox News alert.
Johnny.
2 major earthquakes in 2 days. I'm Pam Puso. Southern California reeling again from a powerful earthquake, this one a 7.1 magnitude.
Oh my God. 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 Hold on. Oh my God. This is bad.
Multiple injuries reported following last night's quake centered in Ridgecrest, the same area hit hard by Thursday's 6.4 magnitude quake. Fox's Jeff Paul is there.
We were at dinner trying to grab a bite to eat when all of a sudden the whole building started to shake. were things falling from the walls. People were screaming as they tried to get to some safety. And once they got outside, you could really see the emotion on everyone's face. You know, some people were crying. Some people were just trying to lay down to the ground just to kind of figure out and catch themselves what exactly they had gone through.
The extent of the damage probably will not be assessed until daybreak. Buildings are cracked, fires are burning, and thousands of homes and businesses are without power. The 2020 census is being printed without a citizenship question, but President Trump continues to press for one. The Justice Department says it's exploring several options as the president considers an executive order.
Congressional districts are currently based on total population, but some Republicans want them based on the number of eligible voters, a change that Democrats fear would disadvantage them by excluding immigrants. The Justice Department says it is continuing to search for legal grounds to force the inclusion of the citizenship question.
Fox's Jonathan Hunt, the Supreme Court had barred the question, saying the administration's justification for it seems to have been contrived. Big news out of the NBA, both Kawhi Leonard and Paul George are going to the LA Clippers. This is Fox News.
Now, local news from CBS 47, Fox 30 Action News Jax.
I'm Action News Jax anchor Courtney Cole for News 104.5 WOKV. Our top story on this Saturday morning starts in Jacksonville. That's where a JFRD lifeguard is facing DUI and drug charges. According to jail records, 19-year-old Steven Sexton was arrested for possession of marijuana with intent to sell it, DUI, speeding, and carrying a weapon illegally. The city says Sexton was a part-time worker but can't comment on the investigation because it's a personnel issue. A former local high school football star is recovering in the hospital this morning from an amputation. His name is Kendrick Norton. He had his arm amputated after a car crash in Miami Thursday morning. Action News Jax found a Facebook post from Norton's mother. She says the family welcomes and appreciates all the love and support and asks for continued prayers as Norton heals. The 22-year-old played at Trinity Christian. For the latest news, weather, and traffic, make sure you tune in to Action News Jax this morning. Deborah Alberto, Lorena Enclan, and I will be helping you get your Saturday morning started on the right foot on CBS 47 and Fox 30 until 10 a.m.
WOKV-FM and WOKV HD1 Atlantic Beach. Powered by New South Factory Direct Windows. Listen everywhere in the WOKV app. News 104.5 WOKV, a Cox Media Group station.
This news report is brought to you by Energy Seal.
Hot, hot, hot. Can you believe this weather out there? Hi, this is Stan Nagel for Energy Seal Foam Insulation, reminding you that you're burning up. This time of year, your attic temperature averages 130 degrees. Nothing like paying high energy bills and you're still hot. Do something about it. Spray foaming your attic with Energy Seal really works. A cooler attic means a cooler home, a cooler bonus room. Everything is more comfortable. Right now, we're offering 25% off our summer rates. Call us today at 888-306-3626 or look us up on the web at EnergySealToday.com. Call us today for a free estimate, 888-306-3626.
We all know Beard's Jewelry has the best price and best selection, but the perks that come after the sale set Beard's light years ahead of the competition. Beard's offers an unprecedented lifetime warranty on all items, no matter the purchase price.
Our promise to you is to stay committed.
That's been second generation at Beard's Jewelry.
It's not in our blood just to sell you something and forget you. That's not who we are or what we practice.
Beard's Jewelry's lifetime warranty is 100% free. Ring sizing?
Free.
Rhodium plating?
Free.
Appraisal?
Free.
Lifetime upgrade?
Free.
Ring cleaning?
Free.
Stone replacement?
It's all free. When you choose Beards, that makes us want to go over and beyond for you. We have 3 jewelers here daily to take care of your needs, and all the work is done inside the store. Nothing leaves the building unless it's with you.
Beard's Jewelry, conveniently open 7 days a week, located at the St. John's Town Center.
Ever wonder why Europeans speak so many languages? Is it because they use Babbel, the #1 selling language learning app in Europe? Babbel's 10 to 15-minute lessons and award-winning technology can have you speaking Spanish, French, or German within weeks.
I always thought I was bad at languages, but after using Babbel, I can tell you I was just taught the wrong way.
For a limited time, try Babbel for as low as $3.50 a month and get a whole year of unlimited access. That's BABBEL.com and select your language.
Nothing changes your life more than God or love than moving your credit score 120 points. I'm John Hope Bryan, founder of Operation Hope. I want you to go to OperationHope.org and take your life back. Get your dignity back. Join the Hope 700 Credit Score Community Program and take your life back. Go to OperationHope.org today or call us at 404-941-2919 today.
I like this AC system, but this invoice is confusing. I'm concerned about all these fees. Like, what's a threshold fee?
We do have to get it through the door, you know. It's standard. Everybody does it.
And scholarship fee?
My little Johnny wants to be an astronaut. You know how expensive space college is these days?
Come on. Flush fee?
Well, at least to put the seat down.
Fido fee?
Did you see what that mutt did to my shoes?
I'm calling Wakehoffs.
At Wakehoffs, you get a detailed explanation of the problem they are fixing and the price. No surprises. Brian Kilmeade here, and Wakehoffs will only send a tech to your home that's clean, smart, and professional. Smart, highly trained to know every possible issue and system. They'll figure out the problem and fix it on the spot. Clean, screened to the highest standards, looking great and pleasant to talk to. Professional. You can trust Wakehoffs to give you details about the problem and the fix, no pressure. Call Wakehoffs AC.
Brought to you by Wakehoffs Air Conditioning. Air conditioning service with a workmanship guarantee.
Now, the WOKV First Alert Forecast.
A 6 on the WOKV weather meter. A mix of sun and clouds giving way to scattered heavy showers and thunderstorms that will become numerous through this afternoon. Highs near 90 degrees until the rain moves in. Then it drops into the 70s and 80s. Warm and muggy overnight tonight in the mid-70s. Partly to mostly cloudy and humid tomorrow. More midday and afternoon showers and thunderstorms. Your Sunday high near 90. And the wet pattern continues Monday through Tuesday and Wednesday with variable cloudiness and midday and afternoon showers and storms. Highs in the lower 90s. I'm Chief Meteorologist Mike Burrish from the CBS 47 at Fox 30 Action News Jack's First Alert Weather Center for News 104.5 WOKV.
Helping to make our community a better place. This is the WOKV Ask the Experts Weekend. Discussing things that matter most to you. Have a question? Have it answered by our local experts. Now, the Home and Garden Show with Wally Conway and Larry O'Neill on News 104.5 WOKV.
Good morning. Welcome to the Home and Garden Show. It is 7:08 on a beautiful Saturday morning in Jacksonville, Florida. For those of you just joining us, you're listening to the Home and Garden Show. Home and Garden Show is heard every single Saturday from 6 a.m. until 8 a.m. right here on News 104.5 WOKV. Home and Garden Show features Larry O'Neill from Larry's Garden and me, Wally Conway from Home Pro Inspections. We're taking your calls, which we love to do, at 855-765-1045. And a reminder, happy to have you with us. Those of you watching the Facebook live stream at Home Pro Inspections or on YouTube Live and on LinkedIn Live. We have gone intergalactic and head of the line privileges if anyone calls from the International Space Station. Yeah. Got Sally on the south side checking in to share her experience with vinyl flooring. Welcome, Sally.
Good morning.
Hi.
Yes, I have had experience with vinyl flooring. I had some water damage from hurricane a couple years ago and had to replace the wood floor. So I have a comparison that I've experienced. And I got the luxury vinyl.
Yes.
You were asking about the soundproof. They put a sound guard pad under it, which helps, but I don't like the hardness of it. If I had it to do over, I'd probably go back to wood.
When you say the hardness, meaning the actual hardness of the sound, or the hardness as you walk across it?
Just as I walk across it.
So it gives you a little more leg fatigue?
Yeah, it's very pretty. It's got a texture to it, and it's a luxury vinyl, and it's pretty indestructible.
So
that's the only negative that I have.
So appearance-wise, you're happy with it. Sound-wise, You're happy with it. However, it's a lot harder on the body because it's a more rigid material.
Yeah, it's less forgiving than wood.
Okay. I appreciate that. Thanks, Sally.
Okay.
Bye, ma'am. All right, over to Ron on the south side. His grass keeps dying adjacent to his driveway. Ron, welcome to the Home and Garden Show.
Yes, that's my question.
Is it a concrete driveway?
I have in both sections. I have the pavers and also even where's the sidewalk, which is concrete.
Paver driveway.
Just a little bit, like a couple inches along the adjacent part.
Is it new driveway or is it the original?
No, it's the original.
How old is it?
Pavers.
Okay.
Pavers.
Oh, it's a long time.
Yeah.
10 years.
Just trying to think.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, but the problem is there's a concrete band there, okay? Yeah, underneath the grass. And if the concrete band is like super thick, there's going to be less soil there, and it could cause the grass to dry out if you've not got proper irrigation there. Have you? Is it when it dies? Does it die in a linear shape, or does it die in a kind of a rounded out shape? Where it looks like a spot versus a line.
It's pretty much like a line, but even all along the solid concrete part, even like the sidewalk, which is not pavers.
Right.
Some of it dies there too.
Does it look like a line, or does it look like a blotch?
More like a line.
Okay.
It's like steady.
This is a great question, because oftentimes when you're trying to diagnose, to other people, is this mechanical? Is this caused by the culture? Is this caused by disease? Is it caused by bugs? Well, immediately when you say a line, that's going to mean cultural problem, because things normally don't occur in nature in linear shape. So when a plant gets diseased, it gets a little blotch here, a little blotch there, but when it's uniformly destroyed, or it could be cultural. This is general indication. It's not 100% accurate all the time, but I would first thing I would do is take a look at the irrigation. Make sure that those areas are getting the proper amount of irrigation versus the other thing. Other areas.
Okay.
Then, look at that. And also, because you don't have that much experience on, it looks like it's getting water, but it may not be getting enough water. So check the moisture content of the soil and see how, move the grass down there and see if it's dry. And then check how deep that concrete band is, or if there's any overflow from the walkway along the paver side. That could be simple adjustment by moving the irrigation heads a little closer, putting some supplemental irrigation, or just adding more time to that spot. That would. But check the soil there. It's 90%. I would say it's going to be dryness and not getting the proper amount of irrigation.
I see. I have a question also about the vinyl floor.
That's
Wally.
Yep, go right ahead.
Wake up, Wally.
Yeah. I'm just wondering, you say it's waterproof. If you spilled a gallon of water on that vinyl floor, would water go underneath?
That is a yes. It won't cause the material to expand or contract or delaminate like you were subject to with a lower end vinyl or an engineered floor or whatever. So yeah, the drying is still a challenge, but at least the material won't be destroyed while you're working through the drying.
I'm just worrying, would mold grow underneath if you spill a lot of water?
If you have a hurricane, and it's under water for long amounts of time, yeah, you run that risk and you got to get it dried out. If you just, you spill a beer on it or whatever, that little bit's not a problem. That's nothing to worry about.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, have a great day. Thank you for your call. That was a great one.
Here's an interesting thing. So I've shared, we're live streaming on Facebook and all that other good stuff. And there's a gentleman I went to kindergarten with named Mark Fredericks.
Kindergarten?
Is in New Jersey, has had an entire career as a flooring expert in New Jersey. And he's weighed in here on the Facebook stream of the optimal things to do here with his vinyl flooring. So he shared with us there is an underlayment to assure you it's as quiet as possibly can be done.
Right.
It's called Whisper Step. And you put down that underlayment, it comes in a sheet, and then put the vinyl on top, and it's even quieter than without. So he'll be checking in with us from time to time to ensure we know all there is to know about vinyl flooring.
Yeah, I mean, I never thought about the sound issue, it's just, that's an issue, you know.
Well, we are going to become experts together.
My level of tolerance is way higher.
Acquisition of vinyl flooring. Yeah. And even that top layer of the vinyl flooring that gives it its durability.
Yeah.
Depending how thick it is. So if you get at least 12 mil thickness, that gives you all that durability.
Right. 12 mils, that's pretty thick.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Yeah. That's what we're doing. We're going for the high end.
You got the barefoot feel, too? You got a rating how it feels barefooted?
You know, I don't know that answer.
Because you don't go barefooted?
Well, I do. I go barefoot all the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what we're learning.
Well, you know, next time you go to the vinyl showroom, you need to take your shoes off.
I'm going to do that.
Yeah.
I'm going to do that.
Because I know you're into that comfort.
If you'd like to check in and join in the conversation, we'd love to hear from you. The number here into the studio is 855-765-1045. I'll tell you another thing I'm learning along the way. And from a personal, blending it with my professional, is the importance, if you're looking at a townhome or condominium, that you make contact with the homeowners association or the CAM, the management team who manages it, and you've got to ask about their financials. You need to know that they're solvent. And you need to know what upcoming capital expenses there may be.
Right.
So we did
roofs,
that.
New all that
yes, we did that last week or this week. You know what I mean? And discovered that there is an assessment coming in January. They're doing exterior painting, so it will look even prettier, and some other moisture intrusion work. They've not yet set the exact amount. It's between $2,000 and $5,000 they're looking at.
Per each person?
Each and every person. And why
that's
that's
a little bit of money.
It's, well,
how many units is there?
137.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. So it's a $300,000 to a $500,000 project.
Right.
They don't have that in the budget.
Right.
And that's why there'll be an assessment. Mm-hmm. So what ended up happening, because I had that information, I went back to, and that was all discovered through the home inspection process.
Sure.
I went back to the seller and said, did you know that you're awaiting a $2,000 to $5,000 assessment? The number's not yet been decided. And we settled on a number and reduced the price of the condominium.
Wow.
So
good.
That can't always work, but it worked for us.
Yeah.
But the important thing is knowing it's coming.
Roofs and all that other stuff. You come in, you just move in, you pay your down payment.
Roofs were done in this particular instance in 2014.
By the way, you need an extra $5,000.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's check in with Teresa on the south side, who's pending a re-plumbing. Welcome, Teresa.
Thank you. Yes, this is getting kind of scary over here with the amount of dollars you're going to need to spend. But my question is the lawsuit that you see on TV about the replumbing and the galvanized piping,
yes,
do you think it's worth the effort?
Yes, I do. Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, and Morgan & Morgan, I think, is who I hear is advocating that. But essentially what they've done, to the best of my understanding, is they've created a class action type position to cause homeowners insurance to refund it. So if your house is pre-1970 and you've got the cast iron waistlines and or galvanized pipe, it's worth a phone call. And if you're eligible, that's a good thing. Sure.
Now, does it matter if you have it done before that they get you on their list or whatever that you want to say?
Yeah, my understanding is you need to work through them to assure that it's done. If you've already solved your problem,
already replaced mine.
It's not. Yeah. You're likely not eligible.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I've called people for estimates, so that's where I'm at now.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, if you think that you may be eligible, I would absolutely give them a call. And they'll let you know quickly, yes, you're eligible, or no, you're not. Doesn't cost you anything to call and find out.
Oh, thank you. That will be a big help.
Yeah, after you talk to them, give us a ring back.
Okay, I will.
Thanks, Teresa. Good luck with it.
Thank you.
Bye, ma'am. 7:20 here at News 104.5 on a Home and Garden Show. Very brief break, jumping right back to your calls at 855-765-1045. And a reminder, if you're calling from the International Space Station, head of the line privileges.
Yes.
The morning household hurry can be worse than anything I-95 can throw at you. But there's one person that understands your need to move quick in the morning and your need for news, weather, and traffic.
That's me, Alexa.
Wake up and listen at home every morning. Just ask Alexa to play News 104.5 WOKV.
Before you roll the dice on a random roofer, consider the most experienced roofer in Northeast Florida. Schedule a free roof estimate with Jack C. Wilson Roofing Company by visiting jackcwilsonroofing.com. Jack C. Wilson Roofing, the first name in Jacksonville roofing.
As the hurricane season heats up, put your trust in Chief Meteorologist Mike Burrish and the Action News Jax First Alert Weather Team.
We're constantly tracking the tropics, on guard, ready to warn you of hurricanes path.
Download the First Alert Weather app now so you'll be ready for severe weather. First, your safest place to be during a storm is with Mike Burrish, rated the most accurate for the last 13 years. This hurricane season, trust Action News Jax and the First Alert Weather Team on CBS 47 and Fox 30.
We don't believe in the commission structure.
That's been second generation at Beard's Jewelry.
We don't want our employees picking and choosing who they help or judging which customer is going to spend the most. That's not what we're about. The diamond will speak for itself.
Beard's Jewelry, located at the St. John's Town Center.
Hi, I'm Larry of Larry's Garden. One of my favorite things about the South is great weather, which means more time for outside. And at Larry's Garden, we design, install, and maintain every outdoor project. Need to replace a cracked driveway? We do it. Need a patio, pergola, deck, or pavers? We do it. Let one company, Larry's Garden, complete your entire project. No subcontractors. All work is done by Larry's Garden employees. Low water landscapes, sod replacement, landscape designs that are unbelievable, a complete landscape makeover, we do it. Let one company, Larry's Garden, complete your entire project. Weekly maintenance for communities and commercial locations is also available. For more information, visit larrysgarden.com or call 346-1970. Design, install, maintain. One company, complete project, Larry's Garden.
When you need your engine tuned, trust a car expert. When you need your roof fixed, trust a roof expert. And when you need the highest quality water softener salt, trust Morton Salt. We're the salt experts with over 100 years of experience. Morton Pure Natural Water Softener Salt in the blue bag is made from all-natural, high-purity salt crystals. Trust Morton. We're the salt experts. Find our easy-to-carry blue bags at your local Lowe's store.
It's a new day. I'm Daniel Davis, President and CEO of the Jax Chamber. Northeast Florida has entered a new era of job creation and broad-based economic opportunity. With the state's economic rebound, our unparalleled natural resources, and the collaboration among the 7 counties in the Jacksonville region, our future has never been so bright. Please join me at the Chamber as we build a business climate where all can grow. Call 904-366-6636 or visit myjaxchamber.com.
The WOKV First Alert Forecast.
A mix of clouds and sun will give way to heavy showers and thunderstorms today. Highs around 90 degrees before the rain moves in. A 6 on the WOKV weather meter. A lingering shower storm early tonight, otherwise very muggy in the mid-70s. Partly to mostly cloudy and humid tomorrow. More midday and afternoon heavy showers and thunderstorms. Your Sunday high in the upper 80s to around 90 degrees. And then Monday through Wednesday will be partly cloudy with more on and off showers and storms, especially middle of the day through the afternoon, and highs in the lower 90s. From the First Alert Weather Center, I'm Action News Jax Chief Meteorologist Mike Burrish for News 104.5 WOKV.
Welcome back to the Home and Garden Show, 724 here at News 104.5 WOKV on the Home and Garden Show. Larry O'Neill is here. I'm Wally Conway. Heading down to Green Cove Springs, checking in with Donald to see what's up with his flipped property. Welcome, Donald.
All right, thanks, Wally. Appreciate it. Yeah, this is a property my son owns up in Indianapolis. Okay. We were up there the last couple of days helping him move in, and I was going through the house with him, and there was major issues that I saw with it. And kind of what I want to get from you is advice on who I should talk to or what we should do next. And I'll explain to you real quickly the issues.
Okay.
First of all, in the basement area, there's half crawl space, half basement. Well, they busted through the walls to put air conditioning ducts and water and drainage in the crawl space side, but they never closed it back up, so it's all open. Okay. And there's dirt floors in the basement, and the relative humidity down there was about 80-some% when I put the dehumidifier in there. So that's one issue. And in those winters up there in Indianapolis, I'm just concerned about freezing pipes.
Right.
And the other issue is up in the roof, they blew insulation all over the soffit vents, and there's only one or two vents in the roof. So my question is, how should we proceed with getting somebody in there that can analyze what's going on, what the problems are, what the energy loss is, and how we do the repairs?
Did you have a home inspection?
Yes, actually, the city came through and inspected everything, and then we had a home inspection, but they didn't address any of those things.
Really?
There were some structural issues that I saw.
Who was the home inspection company?
You know, I don't know. It was up in Indianapolis, and my son contracted for it, so I'm not sure.
Okay. I have friends up there that run the largest home inspection company in Indianapolis, so just curious. Good. So the issue with clearing the insulation away from the soffits, that's inexpensive and simple and an easy do-it-yourselfer thing. Assuring that wall, the basement wall, two issues. One, you want to be sure they didn't do damage to it structurally, which is somewhat unlikely. But then getting it sealed back up should not be difficult. The issue with the freezing pipes, that's absolutely an issue. That would be simple and inexpensive to insulate the pipes. Also, as long as the heat's on in the house, that usually keeps it warm enough. So it doesn't sound catastrophic, but it does sound like you should get estimates and proposals to assure that there's nothing going on beyond what you've described, and it can cost effectively solve it.
Is there any certain, I think where I'm at is I want to have somebody come in and do like an analysis, an energy analysis, or look at everything and give us recommendations, because it looks like there's a lot of things that need to be done to get the place resolved. You
absolutely could have an energy audit. I would have your son call Security Home Inspections in Indianapolis. And if they've already done the work, that's just fine. But and ask who they would recommend for an energy audit and give you a specific recommendation. But I would call the folks at Security Home Inspections.
Okay, I'll do that then. Get the process rolling with them.
Yeah, Phil Thornberry is the principal there. Wonderful guy. I know him personally. And just call and ask and see if you can get a conversation with Phil. Tell him you're a friend of mine and you need some guidance for your son.
Okay, sounds good. Thanks, Wally. I appreciate it.
Wish you well.
Okay, bye.
Interesting. Mm-hmm. Interesting. We don't have the freeze-thaw issues that they have up there. So when we do something poorly here in the wintertime, we just get cold. Very, very rare to have any freeze damage. The other thing that impacts them up there with the freeze-thaw cycles is ice damming.
Yeah.
So
on the roof?
On the roof, yeah. Right. So when the snow melts and then it freezes as ice, you end up with a backlog down around the eave where the wall is, because it can cool from the top as well as the bottom. And then what happens, the next time you start to get a little bit of a thaw, the water backs up behind that dam of ice and snow, and it flows up under the shingles and into the house. And then it freezes again, and you have more problems.
Oh, my gosh.
So the freeze-thaw cycles.
Oh, yeah.
Same with driveways. Freeze-thaw cycles is always a rough.
Putting paver driveway up north is a different process than putting one down here.
You're exactly
much more
right.
expensive.
It's 7:30 here at News 104.5 on the Home and Garden Show. We've got Fox News traffic, weather, and more of the Home and Garden Show featuring you at 855-765-1045. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
When you can't listen to News 104.5 WOKV on the radio, you can hear it everywhere you go. You download the WOKV app for your Apple or Android device.
I don't have to be at home to hear what's going on, especially the breaking news stories.
This is where Jacksonville turns first for breaking news, weather, and traffic. News 104.5 WOKV. Listen every morning at 7:10 and 8:40 for the latest on all things D.C. with Washington insider Jamie Dupree. This is where Jacksonville turns first for breaking news. News 104.5 WOKV. Get the 5-day forecast from CBS 47 and Fox 30 Action News Jack's chief meteorologist Mike Burrish. 4 times an hour, every weekday morning on Jacksonville's Morning News from 5 till 9 a.m. This is where Jacksonville turns first for severe weather. News 104.5 WOKV. This is News 104.5 WOKV.
News, I'm Karen McHugh. Another Southern California earthquake, this one bigger than Thursday's 6.4 trembler. Last night's magnitude 7.1 quake striking the same region, about 150 miles east of L.A., around 8:20 p.m. local time. Countless aftershocks continue.
We continue to feel those powerful aftershocks. In fact, just about 10-15 minutes ago, we were sitting in the car, and again, we felt another aftershock, and experts say that is par for the course, that we should expect to feel those aftershocks.
Fox's Jeff Paul in Ridgecrest, California. The good news, no fatalities have been reported. Some bold nuke talk coming out of Iran.
Iran's president threatened to enrich its stockpile of low-enriched uranium past the cap set by the 2015 landmark nuclear deal. Highly enriched 90% uranium is needed to make nuclear weapons. President Trump walked away from the nuclear deal last year, but other countries in the agreement are trying to hold it together.
This is Fox News.
Now, local news from CBS 47, Fox 30 Action News Jax.
I'm Action News Jax anchor Courtney Cole for News 104.5 WOKV. Our top story on this Saturday morning starts in Jacksonville. That's where family and friends of 17-year-old Ed White student are in mourning. She was found dead in a home in the White House neighborhood of West Jacksonville. Police say Alicia Poe was found shot to death Friday on Watershed Drive, and the family says they never expected something like this to happen to them. Following the 4th of July weekend, volunteers collected 3.3 tons of trash off our local beaches. That's more than 6,000 pounds. Volunteers say the July 5th cleanup tradition is just part of a larger effort to help the environment. All right, get ready. Repticon is back at the Morocco Shrine in Jacksonville. Experts from across the country will be there to help you with any of your reptile needs, and both days will have raffles and live interactions with the animals. The prices are $10 for adults and $5 for children ages 5 to 12. The event runs through the 7th, starts today, and doors open at 10 this morning. For the latest news, weather, and traffic, make sure you tune in to Action News Jax this morning. Deborah Alberto, Lorena Anclan, and I will be helping you get your Saturday morning started on the right foot on CBS 47 and Fox 30.
There's nothing like sitting down for a personal conversation with Eddie and Chuck from Farah and Farah, and you can do that every Saturday at noon on News 104.5 WOKV. Join Eddie and Chuck every Saturday on the Consumer Law Hour, where they break down everything from personal injury to civil rights. Join them and be part of the conversation on the Consumer Law Hour, brought to you by Farah and Farah, every Saturday at noon on News 104.5 WOKV.
Driving is freedom. The freedom to keep moving, to control your destiny, and to choose your path. And now, that freedom fits in the palm of your hand. It's called Ford Pass, the only app that gives you roadside assistance, Ford Pass rewards, and now when you buy or lease a new Ford, earn points you can use toward flexible complimentary maintenance that gives you, well, more freedom. Ford Pass, built to keep you moving, built Ford proud. Visit your participating Ford dealership to find out about getting flexible complimentary maintenance when you buy or lease a new Ford and sign up for rewards.
Roadside assistance is included for certain Ford owners and available to everyone for a per-service fee. Ford reserves the right to change program details without obligations. Visit your participating dealer or FordPassRewards.com for program rules and restrictions. Ford Pass, compatible with select smartphone platforms, is available via a download.
We've received results immediately upon doing our first ad with WOKV. We've been here now over 10 years. I'd like to say, on behalf of Rhino Shield Jacksonville, a special thank you to the WOKV listeners. They are our best customers. This is Rick Mariano, president of Rhino Shield Jacksonville. If anybody's thinking about advertising with WOKV, I strongly recommend it.
For results like these, call General Sales Manager Bob DeBlois directly at 245-8732.
Looking for a different lunch experience? Come dine with us on Fridays at Clara's at the Cathedral, located at 256 East Church from 11 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Treat yourself weekly to an upscale menu, live entertainment, and fellowship with friends and colleagues you don't want to miss. Call and reserve your seat or table today at 354-4162 or log on to clarawhitemission.org. All proceeds benefit the Clara White Mission.
2 wheels, a little time to cut loose, and some buddies who have your back. That feeling you get from chasing thrills with some friends is what Harley-Davidson is all about. The adventures you can have in an afternoon can make the kind of stories that turn into legends. A Harley costs less than you think, and our riding academy makes learning to ride easy. Check it out today at your dealer. Live your legend.
Adamek Harley-Davidson. Get out and ride.
The WOKV First Alert Forecast.
A 6 on the WOKV weather meter. A mix of sun and clouds giving way to scattered heavy showers and thunderstorms that will become numerous through this afternoon. Highs near 90 degrees until the rain moves in. Then it drops into the 70s and 80s. Warm and muggy overnight tonight in the mid-70s. Partly to mostly cloudy and humid tomorrow. More midday and afternoon showers and thunderstorms. Your Sunday high near 90. And the wet pattern continues Monday through Tuesday and Wednesday with variable cloudiness and midday and afternoon showers and storms. Highs in the lower 90s. I'm Chief Meteorologist Mike Burrish for the CBS 47 at Fox 30 Action News Jack's First Alert Weather Center for News 104.5 WOKV.
My, oh my, that is the sleepiest intro music we've ever had. We've just got a new system here, and I think it needs some tweaking and tuning. 7:36 here at News 104.5 on the Home and Garden Show. Welcome back. I'll just talk right through that music in hopes that we get better music next time. Holy smoly, Scott. That's awful.
Now, come on. It's not so bad. It's Saturday morning. We're easing into it.
Oh, no.
He's helping him out of bed easy.
Maybe Sunday morning for one of the church shows. It's horrible for the Home and Garden Show. But I don't blame you personally, Scott. Scott's our producer. He does a marvelous job, and it's kind of a strange thing how the music happens to happen sometimes.
You're always whining about the music. They maybe need to make a new song, the music whiner.
Gracious. That was awful. Alrighty, over to the west side, checking in with the third musketeer of the Home and Garden Show, Jack, who's got a hole in his drywall. Jack, how did you get a hole in your drywall?
Well, I'd rather not go into that, but I got one in there. It came in from the outside between the partition, between the two befores, or not two befores, but the, whatever you call the joist, I guess, going up and down.
Yeah.
And I got to fix it. It's behind the water cooler, water tank, and I'm going to have to fix it from long range because I can't get back to it without taking the tank off.
How big is the hole?
About 3 inches each way.
Okay, that's not too big. So the easiest thing to do, likely, is get your drywall saw, keyhole saw, cut it on out in a nice square, if you like, or circle if you're able, and then take that piece of drywall that you cut out and use that as the template on the next piece of drywall. And it'll slide right in there. All you'll need to do is put a paint stick or something in there as a backer, and then you're all set.
Well, my problem is, it's behind the water tank, and I barely can get an arm through there.
Since it's behind the water heater, why don't you just, and it has no cosmetic concern, am I correct?
None whatsoever.
Yeah. Why don't you just cut a piece of drywall that seems like it'll fit and glue and screw it right over the hole and forget about it?
Oh, okay, I can do that. I just, I can do that. Rather than say anything else, I'll do that.
Well, that's kind of the choices. If you can't get to it without removing the tank, you can just cover over the entire area behind the tank. Can you get to each side of the tank?
No, sir, just to one side.
Okay. Well, that'll make it a special challenge on the back side. How about, can you stick a board even on the side that's difficult?
Yeah, I think I might do that. I might stick a board with a stick on it and stick it to it. Maybe put some. I was trying to find some putty or something I could slap on the wall and then push the board in there to the wall where it would stay.
Can you get adhesive around the perimeter of the hole?
Yeah, I can squirt some adhesive around there, yes, sir.
Yeah, so you just do that and put your piece of drywall, or you could even use a board. You can use whatever you want. Over top of it, you'll have a nice seal, and then screw it at each end.
What kind of adhesive would you use, Wally, please?
Liquid Nails would be a brand name.
Yeah, that's tough stuff.
Oh, yeah, okay. I never thought about that. I can get my whatever it's called, Liquid Nails with the injector on it, yeah. Just push it in there. That'll work.
Yep.
Hadn't thought about that. Well, that's the reason I come to you guys. You guys got all the tips.
Well, that's probably not my best tip ever, but given the situation, that it's a no cosmetic concern, and you don't want to spend the time or the money to move the water heater, you know, that seems like a practical solution, though imperfect.
Okay, well, I'll try that. And give Scott a break. He seems to be doing a pretty good job.
Scott's awesome. Huh? We love our producer. He's a wonderful guy. He doesn't have control of the music.
Yeah.
Oh, stop it.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Say some more things.
Thanks, Jack. Appreciate you.
Thank you. I'll have a blessed day now.
Bye, sir.
Hey, Wally, one more thing. Everybody should have said Happy Independence Day instead of the 4th of July. Let's don't forget that's what the day is.
I agree with you completely. Yep. Thanks, Jack.
sir.
Bye, sir. Yeah. So, water everywhere, not a drop to drink. Jack's problem with his water heater reminded me one of the ways to reduce problems with your water heater is to have soft water.
Right.
What destroys water heaters is rarely the rust. Long before we have rust, we end up with calcification on the elements and whatnot. Our friends at Affordable Water Jacks do a marvelous job of analyzing the water so you're ensure it's soft.
Right.
And here's why this is important.
It's not soft if it doesn't, test in, test out,
Diagnostics, always. There's 3 fundamental things that happen to water, and sometimes companies unscrupulously use these 3 terms interchangeably, and they're different. One is water treatment.
Right.
Anything that you do to the water to alter it falls under the category of water treatment.
Right.
Water softening, very, very specific.
Right.
That has to do with the removal.
And it's identifying the process.
Yes. Removal of the calcium and the magnesium from the water. That can only be done by an ion exchange. You can only get
There's no
ion
other way to do
exchange.
it.
Correct. With the use of salt.
And then you test it. And, if
test in, test out.
Right.
Exactly. So if you want soft water, there is no second choice, use salt. If you're worried about potassium or sodium, you can use a potassium-based salt. Easy to do. Third is water conditioning. Water conditioning begins with water softening and then is followed on by another medium type.
Right.
What do we mean by that? Something like a carbon filter to remove chlorine would be a very common thing.
Reverse osmosis.
There you go.
There's several different things.
So water treatment, first and foremost, means anything.
Right.
Nothing specific. Softening means less than 1 grain per gallon of calcium/magnesium. Our water naturally here in Northeast Florida is extremely hard. That's a term of science, extremely hard, meaning above 14 grains per gallon. Ours is usually at 17.
17. So if the guy says he's putting soft water, or and then you test it as it goes in at 17, when you're done, it's still 17. It's not soft water.
Correct. It's treated. But they're not soft. Those are different things.
Right.
And then water conditioning. So why is all that important? It's important because, as I've learned from Mark Kindred, Affordable Water Jacks, if you don't understand the terms of science used in the water softening business, you become the victim of something other than what you thought you were getting. You don't want that. So, Affordable Water Jacks, AffordableWaterJacks.com. I know them. I like them. I trust them. You can too. Checking in with Tim down in Putnam County, chatting about humidity. Welcome, Tim.
Top of the morning to you. That gent that called with a house in Indianapolis got my attention when he said that the humidity was like 87% or something, and y'all don't have too many basements here, but there is a standard on how much humidity, and I think it's well below 87. And I had an experience in buying a house up in Michigan where I learned never buy a house from a little old Italian lady that, with her arms talking, says this house has so much potential, because I had 2 dehumidifiers going in the basement, filling them up every night. Took a drill to the cinder block, and it shot water all the way across the basement.
That's a significant problem.
Yes. That was. I spent my first Memorial Day in that house digging around the foundation to waterproof it.
Right.
And again, that was at 87%. I don't believe is
No, the EPA recommends humidity in a home between 40% and 60%. That's the standard. We get above 60, we start having mold and other problems. We get below 40, and people often have difficulty with the dryness.
Yeah, so anyhow, I was just, if he's listening, he might want to pay attention to that. So
Appreciate that, Tim.
Love your show. Have a great day.
Thanks. Appreciate you. Yeah, 40 to 60% is the norm.
Is it right?
I set mine in my own home at 45. I've got the variable speed air handler on my HVAC system, on my heat pump, that allows us to set the desired humidity as well as the desired temperature. And the discovery is, and I didn't discover it, this is science, that human comfort, as we drive the humidity down, we're more comfortable across a broader range of temperatures.
Right.
So
evaporation.
Yep.
The skin.
The latent heat of evaporization.
Right.
And so by lowering the humidity toward 40 or 45, you're comfortable at a higher temperature, which dramatically reduces the expense of air conditioning because you have drier air that's actually warmer. We set the thermostat at 80 degrees. People say, oh my God, 80 degrees. Well, it's a dry heat, and it's very comfortable. If it wasn't comfortable, I have a person in my home who would say, Wally, I'm uncomfortable. You got to fix that. Yeah, and I respect that. So I would do that.
Right.
But it's interesting.
Or you're going to get very uncomfortable, too.
And I've done thousands of energy audits over the years.
Yes.
And one of the most common dilemmas that people had would be spouses who argued over the temperature of the thermostat.
That's a
it needs to be colder, it needs to be hotter, it needs to be colder, it needs to be hotter. And what we've discovered is when we dehumidify, that argument went away.
Wow.
I've saved hundreds and hundreds of marriages.
You should have a job as a marriage counselor.
No, I don't want that job.
Okay.
However, if it's an issue that relates to something, a disagreement in the home, a non-cosmetic disagreement, I can't solve cosmetic, but functional disagreements, often we can solve that. I'll give you another common spousal dispute in homes. Ceiling fans. Is there value in having the ceiling fan on in a room if there's no one in the room? And the answer is no. It does nothing. Doesn't do anything. It's like the value of having a light on in a room when the's nobody in there. There's nothing to see. Turn the light off. If you're not in there to feel the breeze, turn the fan off. It doesn't do you anything. Do you get many spousal disputes about lawn and garden? Zoysia, St. Augustine. Zoysia, St. Augustine.
I think they get a few disputes on that. Not many. Not that many. You know, usually the other.
I've been in paver selection.
Yeah, I think that's
more challenging.
You know, right? But not many. Not really. The wife usually just makes a decision.
Works in my house.
Yeah. So it's there's not many on that type of thing. Colors, you know, something one person may have a preference. There's always one person. It could be the husband. It could be the wife. That, you know, the expectation is high in that it's their kind of their project, you know, so they're kind of guiding that project.
Well, often you defer.
Right.
Is this important? No, it's not important to me. You decide.
Yeah, exactly.
When it's real important to both people, sometimes that's when it's a challenge.
Right.
This is really important to me. Oh, it's really important to you.
Right.
And we have vastly different opinions.
Yes.
That's when it's challenging.
Yes, absolutely.
I defer on those.
Yeah. So, well, you know, so some of the things that you could do in your driveways, you know, if you're talking about driveway, and we were doing a lot of resealing lately, is that, and this question comes up about brick pavers. Do brick pavers need to be sealed? And they don't, you know. And sometimes you can reseal them, you can seal them, and it will give them a nicer finish, but they don't need it for longevity. Or also there's some sealers that you can put on a clay paver that will consolidate some of the sand. I use masonry sand. I love masonry sand as a filler, but some people like to use palmaric sand. And
what's the difference?
Palmaric sand is a sand, or it's a sand-like product that you sweep in, and because you water,
what is its source? What is
hard?
Palmaric. What is that? What is its source? Is that a rock that's ground?
No, it's a ground up chemical grainy, has, I believe, latex in it.
Oh, really?
And yes, and it consolidates.
Oh, like palmaric is like polymer.
Polymer, right?
Got it.
Palmaric sand.
Yeah.
And now it doesn't really work that well on clay bricks because the problem with clay, it does have a dust in that, and it does adhere to the brick giving it a film look to it. So that's an issue there. But on concrete pavers, they're a cast of gray or beige. They're a muted color. You're not going to really notice it, but it's there. But so you can use palmatic sand to make sure that the grout joints are not the joints, but the seams are much more nicer on. But the main thing is if you're sealing your concrete pavers is one of the most important things right now, because they are really. I've looked at so many driveways that are really showing extensive wear in the color and in the
on concrete pavers,
and the water wear. The water's washing up against them.
I wouldn't choose them.
They have some advantages in color and shape, but they're not a lifetime product.
Got it.
Okay.
7:51 here at News 104.5 on a Home and Garden Show. Brief break, jumping right back to you for the final segment. Love to hear from you at 855-765-1045. Stay with us. Right back.
Weekday mornings from 5 till 9 a.m. on Jacksonville's Morning News. Get WOKV First Alert traffic every 6 minutes to get you to work on time. This is where Jacksonville turns first for traffic alerts. News 104.5 WOKV.
Hi, Stan Nagel for Energy Seal Foam Insulation, reminding you that summer is here. So you don't want to be hot this year. Wouldn't it be nice this summer to dial your air down to 72 degrees and pay less money for it? Call Energy Seal and it's fixed. 888-306-3626. Look us up on the web, EnergySealToday.com. Whether it's your home, your office, or any metal building, Energy Seal will keep you cool this summer. Book now before we're busy and save 20% off our summer rates. Call 888-306-3626. Look us up on the web, EnergySealToday.com.
The lowest fee in real estate is coming soon to Jacksonville. There's no longer any reason to pay 6% to sell your home. Introducing Rex. Rex sells homes for the lowest fee in the industry. 2% total, saving thousands of dollars per transaction. With Rex, you get a full-service team backed by technology. They don't market homes the way traditional agents do. Rex uses advanced digital marketing tactics to directly target hundreds of qualified buyers to your home the moment it goes on the market. And Rex charges only 2% total, not the 6% commission your local broker expects. Get started now by calling 833-REX-HOME. That's 833-REX-HOME. Since 2015, Rex has saved homeowners millions of dollars in fees across California, Texas, New York, and Colorado. Now it's your time, Jacksonville, to sign on for a simplified and cost savings approach to buying or selling a home. To get started, call now at 833-REX-HOME. That's 833-REX-HOME. Rex Real Estate Exchange, Incorporated.
Wally Conway here, Mr. Home Inspection from Home Pro Inspections, with important information about home warranties. At Home Pro Inspections, we have always recommended that every home buyer had a home inspection and a home warranty. It's much like having a physical exam and health insurance. They work together to protect you. Until now, I have never referred or endorsed a home warranty company because, truthfully, they were all about the same. They were only good for 12 months, they had long list of coverage exclusions, and they denied pre-existing conditions. The most comprehensive home warranty in America is now available in Jacksonville, covering items denied by others, including water softeners, well pumps, alarm systems, and there's no extra charge for multiple heat pumps or water heaters. When Home Pro inspects your home, the warranty is extended to 18 months of coverage at no extra charge. There's no better inspection and warranty package in America. For details and to order your home warranty, visit GoHomePro.com, GoHomePro.com, or call me at 268-8211.
As a woman, you've spent years taking care of everyone else. When you retire, it's finally your turn. And here's a little secret. Women and men have different needs and different emotions when it comes to retirement. What to do? Listen to Woman's Worth Radio each Sunday at 10 a.m. Woman's Worth founder Jeanette Bajalia believes your retirement isn't just about the money. It's about your total health. Woman's Worth Radio, Sundays at 10 a.m.
Hey, it's for us guys, too.
Listen to Woman's Worth Radio this Sunday at 10 a.m.
Ever wonder why Europeans speak so many languages? Is it because they use Babbel, the #1 selling language learning app in Europe? Babbel's 10 to 15-minute lessons and award-winning technology can have you speaking Spanish, French, or German within weeks.
I always thought I was bad at languages, but after using Babbel, I can tell you I was just taught the wrong way.
For a limited time, try Babbel for as low as $3.50 a month and get a whole year of unlimited access. That's BABBEL.com and select your language.
Nothing changes your life more than God or love than moving your credit score 120 points. I'm John Hope Bryant, founder of Operation Hope. I want you to go to operationhope.org and take your life back. Get your dignity back. Join the Hope 700 Credit Score Community Program and take your life back. Go to operationhope.org today or call us at 404-941-2919 today.
Now, the WOKV First Alert Forecast.
A mix of clouds and sun will give way to heavy showers and thunderstorms today. Highs around 90 degrees before the rain moves in. A 6 on the WOKV weather meter. A lingering shower storm early tonight, otherwise very muggy in the mid-70s. Partly mostly cloudy and humid tomorrow. More midday and afternoon heavy showers and thunderstorms. Your Sunday high in the upper 80s to around 90 degrees. And then Monday through Wednesday will be partly cloudy with more on and off showers and storms, especially middle of the day through the afternoon, and highs in the lower 90s. From the First Alert Weather Center, I'm Action News Jax Chief Meteorologist Mike Burrish for News 104.5 WOKV.
See breaking news.
There's heavy police activity on San Jose Boulevard.
Stuck in traffic.
There's an accident between Fox Ridge Road and Camp Johnson.
Download the WOKV app and tell us what you see using the open mic.
Brought to you by Noel's Lock and Save.
This is where Jacksonville turns first for breaking news. News 104.5 WOKV.
Welcome back to the Home and Garden Show, 7:56 here at News 104.5 WOKV on the Home and Garden Show. Grateful that you have been with us. Always happy to hear from you. 855-765-1045. Special shout out to all our friends who've been watching the live stream on Facebook, on YouTube, and on LinkedIn.
Good news.
All around the country. The most incredible, as I said, my buddy Mark Fredericks, I went to kindergarten with. He even checks in every week watching the show live. It's pretty cool.
I got some other good news.
What is it?
People have been fighting for 6 years to grow vegetables in their front yard officially won. So they can grow vegetables in their front yard.
That's Florida State?
Yeah.
National. Florida State?
Florida State, yeah.
Legislature said no more?
They can grow whatever they want in their front yard. Vegetables and everything.
Homeowners associations all across Florida are now happy. I have a question for you that came via the Facebook live stream from Tia Vincent, friend of mine who's a property manager. Has irrigation from a shallow well that has stained. You get those iron stains.
Right.
How can you remove that from the house? How can you remove that from the drive? Just tried pressure washing and it hasn't done it.
You know, you can just use a very light dilute solution of muriatic acid. That works really
Not
good.
to spot treat though. You need to do the whole drive.
Otherwise it'd be a really clean spot.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
There's another Rid Rust is another stuff that's out there.
Which is probably has muriatic acid in it.
Yeah, probably does. So, just
maybe
a very
dilute it correctly.
Dilute solution of muriatic acid.
Acid.
If you have how to avoid this around your foundation plantings is to convert your spray heads to drip irrigation. That will eliminate it completely. So you can do that, and you can also bury a line next to your sidewalk. So that won't give you complete coverage. You can move your spray heads away from the sidewalk, and then you can put a drip line along the sidewalk to get that little small strip, irrigated, underground. So there's ways to do it. It's a little more
prevention is a little easier.
There's ways to get. You don't want to have the problem again. Just a drip line in your foundation planting. Move the irrigation heads away. You can have a drip line along the grass strip, which is buried drip line irrigates the ground. Right.
Excellent. So, Tia, if you're listening, that's great. Glad you got that. And also responded to it on Facebook. That's a good thing. Rid Rust or muriatic acid to remove those iron and other dark stains from irrigation, typically caused by...
Dilute.
Yeah, read the instructions. And I can't overemphasize doing the whole area.
Right.
So you don't have a big spot. All righty. Thank you so much for being with us. We're grateful that you are here. Please use your turn signal. We got Fox News traffic and weather coming up, and it is 8 o'clock.
WOKV-FM and WOKV HD1 Atlantic Beach. Powered by New South Factory Direct Windows. Listen everywhere in the TuneIn Radio app. News 104.